and white Indo.
Hello, everyone. Good
Hi,
to see you.
everybody.
Good to see you here. Who's here today? I know Samantha was here. Hi, Jennifer Mason. Hello, hello. White Indo. Hello. I hope you all are doing fine.
Oh, Samantha's here.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Rebellion
Jennifer
Freedom.
and white Indo. Oh,
Hello.
Rebellion Freedom just joined us.
Hi, everyone. Told you I was bringing fluorite. And remember, I was talking about the one that was so clear? That is this one. And let me see. Let me turn on the correct light, not the white light, so you can see just how clear it is. I'm using the blue light because it's less blinding, but you can see right through it. You can see my flashlight through it. It's such a pretty color. It's barely just this light green, and it's crystal clear. So that's my lightest green fluorite. To my darkest one, which is classified as a black fluorite. And if you shine the light on it just right, you can actually tell, you can see the purples in it. It's like super duper purplish looking. But you can see here, this one needs some cleaning too. I pulled their numbers off and took pictures of them with their numbers so I can renumber them back to the way they're supposed to be. This one is very similar to the one we're working on. So you can see this one has some stuff on the top of it here, but you can still see. And when light is shined on it, let me use that light, you can see the crystals. No, that doesn't work. Oh, that's so bright. Let's see if that works better. But you can see the crystals through it. Hard to do this with this light. This light is so bright. But you can see into the crystals on this one. It's not as bad. But it still has, its cruddy sections that I'm just going to see if I can clean off a little bit.
So you're testing with the one in the still soaking.
Yes.
And we'll see if you go on farther. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah, these are Tori's. These are Tori's little babies.
These are my
See,
small fluorites.
yeah.
And this one is a purple gray. But I like it because even though it has the cube structure, it's like so stacked that it makes it like it's little stairs. And there is a piece moving on there. And just
Oop,
a
goes in your little jar.
little piece broke off. That'll go in my little skull. These have been banged around when I moved them to get them from, like some of them came from Robbie's or Lisa's. That means they got put in the back of the Tahoe. And this is similar to that one, except it's lighter in color. You can tell I have
That
a
one's
thing.
almost like a lavender.
Yeah, this is a much lighter color. I wonder if... Nope. Nothing on there really lights up. There's some stuff in the cracks, but no telling what that is. Check.
What in Raymond wouldn't agree with you? What else did you add to your Raymond?
You call it what? I call it ramen.
Ramen Raymond.
You call it what you want to call it. It's yours.
Yeah. You were in the South. I was actually born in the North, even though I sometimes don't sound like it because my mama was Southern.
Yeah, you were down here a lot, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a cousin who talks like this, and she talks so slow, and she has her Tennessee accent. Oh, honey. I get around her and, oh, Lordy.
I buy toothbrushes in bulk because I use them in my leather care. So this baby has soaked overnight. There is some kind of stuff in the container, the vinegar. So we will see if it knocked anything loose.
Was it out of date, White Indo? Because those packets do have an expiration date on them.
That stuff never lasts in my house that long. Not with these kids. It's like a
Yeah,
stick.
they have a stretched out accent.
Oh, and this was put in just the white vinegar. I did rinse it to high heaven last night first. To make sure I got all the stuff off of it from the baking powder, baking soda.
Yeah.
I was really confident that was going to work, but you know.
You're being a little bougie there.
Who?
You.
You talking about
You're
my
bit.
little finger?
Uh huh.
That's how I was taught.
Yeah, pinkies are sometimes get in the way of doing stuff. Have to stick them up out of the way.
Yep. I don't know what I'm going to do if this is a total failure.
I don't either.
We'll just have conversations, I guess. That did not lift it all off. I can tell
Did
that.
it lift some of it? Because there was a lot on there. That thing was covered. No, it didn't.
That was soaking one day. I mean, it did something.
Yeah.
Because there's a residue inside the bottom
Can
of
you
it.
take your fingernail and scratch at the edge of that and see if it'll take any off? No?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Nope. This might wind up being one of those pieces that just has this scuzzies on it.
Mm-hmm.
Note I am doing this on the side, not on the very top.
There has to be a way to get that scuzzy off of there.
I was even going to hit it with sandpaper.
I read someplace I was reading that they use something in a power washer.
He's going to soak for another day. The other ones aren't as nasty. It's a different kind of thing on it. I tried a Dremel on it to begin with. Because I wanted to try it, no chemicals.
She tried a jeweler's rouge, didn't work.
If they have those jewelry cleaners, you put your jewelry in and it vibrates your jewelry.
Yeah.
That's not going to get it off either.
No.
Now this one is a piece of quartz. And he's just got some crud muffins in there. And I'm hoping I can get some of it out. And pouring on it got some of it out. Experimenting 101. And it's like, have people not done this before? Oh, well, that stuff flakes off.
What's that?
The film stuff that's on these.
Ah.
This dark film,
Mm-hmm.
it comes off in chunks.
Hmm. Too bad it doesn't come off on your fluorite. I was kind of wondering, can you tell where the white on the fluorite, can you feel like a ridge where the white stuff is?
Not really.
Hmm.
It's really a really thin channel. I mean, a really thin film. I'm reading and yeah. It is somewhat of a learning channel because I make stuff out of leather, and so it's somewhat of a how-to. My passion for crystals is just another thing, and this is something I needed to get done, so share it with everybody else. I'm not telling everybody else to go soak their crystals in vinegar. I am not responsible if you do that and ruin your crystals. I'm only responsible for my crystals.
Yep. Because I was wondering about, your little X-Acto blade trying to get under maybe a little ledge and lift it off, of the fluorite. But
I tried that too.
oh, okay.
And I'm wondering if jeweler's rouge would be different from what I've been using. Actual jeweler's rouge.
Maybe.
And maybe I need to get something a little more coarse than what I have. Start off with one that's a little more coarse and then go to one that's finer. one to get it off and one to polish it up afterwards, kind of thing.
Yeah. And you might need a little. Is your Dremel an actual Dremel?
No, mine's actually a different brand, but it's stronger than a Dremel.
So it spins more RPMs than a
It
Dremel?
can, yes.
Okay.
But this is actually, this stuff's coming off. I was trying to find a big old satisfying chunk of it to come off
I
to
was
show you.
wondering, maybe you need some kind of a little, because there's the felt pads that they use to polish and stuff.
I have
But
those.
there's different densities of those.
There is.
And I was wondering if maybe you needed a thick one to start out with. The real dense one.
You can see. Let me see if I can turn it where you can see that when it's really dark. It's the one I'm working on right now. And I am not putting pressure on the crystal itself. I'm literally just catching this stuff, and that one is there.
Oh yeah, that one cleared up a lot. Yeah.
You can see it's not black anymore. So this black stuff does, on this one, does
Come
come.
off. Yeah.
So I can at least clean this up a little bit while that one just sits there in the bad boy corner. And actually, I'm going to stick his butt in there. Because there's that one spot.
Yeah, there's a there's a really fine, like sandpaper, wet and dry sandpaper, really fine. I wondered if that, with a little, like jeweler's rouge or something, would work.
Yeah, I was thinking like a 2000 grit.
Yeah. But you need the wet dry.
Stuff used to polish glass.
Yeah.
I see a lot of stuff going on. Oh,
Samantha says, have you tried a nail file to get the gunk off your fluorite?
the nail files I have access to are a little coarse for doing that.
Uh-huh.
It would just scratch them up.
The finest nail file I have is a 400.
Yeah.
And it would be hard to get in places with it.
And I literally am focusing on just a couple of the cubes on there. I don't even care. Oh, that was a big chunk come off. Look at that. Let's see if I can get that.
Oh, yeah.
You see that big chunk right there?
Yeah. Somebody said they were using a pressure washer.
Don't know if I want to take mine outside and throw it in the front yard with the pressure washer on it.
Yeah.
That just sounds
Kind of cool.
That sounds wrong. Although that probably would have worked great for this rock. Oh, that stuff is gritty. But man, it comes off. You see this one here that's so black.
We won't go into what I had for dinner tonight because I have a headache, and it's
Because of what you had for dinner?
no. I
Hmm.
have a headache, so I didn't really feel like fixing a whole lot. So we had a salad and a little bit of chicken that I already pre-done. I heated up, and yeah,
Nothing
wasn't
wrong
anything
with that.
great.
Nothing wrong with that. And I will give you guys the heads up. If any of these crystals fall off, I am not going to freak out. Um, I don't throw crystals away when they break.
I just go into a different section.
I don't think they break because there's a problem, other than the fact that I just broke my damn crystal type thing. Um, oh gosh, look at that. That whole piece just
Holy cow, that was a big piece. Yeah, holy cow.
just slid right off of there. Um,
Now, why won't it do it on the fluorite? Doggone it.
I don't know. Different component, different
Yeah, I
component
know.
up, you know,
Yeah.
different kind of crud. Mhm.
Elizabeth made an awesome meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Oh, too much work today.
There are days that are just screw it days.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I've taken stuff for this stupid headache, and it's dulled it, but it's not gone away.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah. And part of it I know is my sinuses, and
Hmm.
that ain't gonna get gone anytime soon, I'll tell you.
Not unless you move
No.
far, far away.
Yeah. Or go into a bubble.
Totally controlled environment.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do that.
Jennifer had a barbecue pulled pork sandwich and small bag
Oh,
of chips. Jack Daniel's barbecue. Ooh. Mmm. That sounds good.
this is coming off of this one.
Yeah.
This is that one that was solid black. It's just not black anymore.
Yeah.
This side is.
Well, keep working at it, Tori.
There's another one that's
You
black.
gotta find the spot to hit to make it break loose.
Yep, that one was easy.
Yeah.
Huge
When-
chunks come off of that one.
Yeah. When you find the crack in it so that it snaps loose. Samantha says it almost looks like Tori's crystals have tartar buildup.
Yeah,
Have you not been scrubbing your teeth?
I'm
Your crystal's teeth.
the crystal dentist.
Yeah. Hi, Carol Crazy.
Hi,
Welcome.
Carol Crazy. And I am sure eventually someone that does crystals is going to look at this video and go, oh my God, I can't believe she did that. And it's okay because I can do this to these crystals because these crystals are mine.
Yeah.
Bought and paid for by me. I could actually take them in the driveway and smash them to smithereens if I so desired. I do not desire that.
Samantha says, hey, there you go. Get some of that sandy pink toothpaste from the dentist. Oh, that stuff tastes terrible.
Hmm. try something different because this is like the angle I'm at is not fun at all. So I'm wondering if I turn this way. I'm trying to make it where you guys can see a little better. Because what I'm going to do is take this little fella and work on him over here. That way I don't have to keep him up with both hands. Ew. I need dental cleaners. That's what I need.
Yeah, I don't think it would care if it tastes bad either. The crystal won't care. But it does taste bad. You're not late, Carol. Whenever you come in is good. Jennifer wants to know, with or without the British accent, Tori?
What's that?
Somebody saying your stuff. Ooh.
Oh.
Hi, Phil. How you doing?
Hi, Phil. Any news today? See, I'm picking off
Ooh,
chunks of
yeah.
the red stuff.
Yeah.
My hands are going to be so dry from this vinegar.
Yeah. Put a lot of, well, I use oil, but, and wear gloves to bed.
I will be taking care of my hands.
Yeah. Samantha says, have you tried pouring boiling salt water on them?
I would have to investigate what boiling salt water would do to fluorite.
Yeah.
Because I do want to clean them, but I don't want to ruin them. Not
Right.
my fluorites.
Take a little piece and try it.
I don't have any little pieces. I just brought my little pieces downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes a crystal.
Well, hello.
Scully. My skull upstairs. Get it?
Yeah, get your left.
I have a skull that I put all the little bitty broken pieces into. He's a conglomeration of everything I own. Because I think everything I own has lost a piece here or there. And I will run this vinegar water or this vinegar solution through a sieve in case there's any crystals that broke off in here, because I don't think I've rinsed any crystal pieces off. They don't feel like it.
Hi, Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Well, yeah, have to check that out. Check that out on Google. See what boiling salt water on fluorite does.
Yuckies. I'm probably cleaning off dirt that's been here for like 3,000 years or something stupid like that. So did Phil got his power chair?
Fantastic.
Yay! I'm so excited. Phil's going to be zooming around town a little better.
Nope, you can't use boiling salt water on fluorite. It causes what they call pores.
Who says this? You looked it
Google.
up? Oh.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Have you put it together, or was it already together? And have you got everything charged? And have you wheeled or whirred or whatever the noise it makes when it's electricking around it yet? He was going to do a video, but it decided to rain. Well, join my club.
Phil, are you sure you're not in Florida?
Yeah, I swear.
I finally got caught up on Robbie's videos today. Because, I finished my stuff that was supposed to be ready for the delivery for today. I finished all that stuff yesterday. And then today they told us to start on something else, but the system at work decided it doesn't want to cooperate with us and kind of basically shut us all down. So I watched Robbie's videos and played with rocks instead.
Well, hey.
And yes, they paid me to do that. I am contracted. I work permanent for one company, and they contract me to a second company. And I am dedicated to that second company. They pay my company to have me sit around and wait. I am paid to do nothing but wait for them.
Because when they want you, they want you.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that crystal came up nice. Get stuff off the back of it, and I'll have me a really... Oh, that's coming off easy.
Feels like you're back in Florida, Phil. So it's hot, humid, and raining. Okay.
Yeah,
You're in
that
Florida.
really pretty.
Ooh, yeah.
He was all orange and black and stuff. And if a couple of pieces of this remain, I don't care. I just wanted to see some more of the crystals that we've been hiding for who knows how long. Just don't know how long they've been in there hiding from the world. And so I'm pick this black stuff. And then I can give it a little brush. And get some more of it off, and I can.
What's on the top?
Hmm?
Yeah, I
What,
was seeing that. The top, the
this?
spheres. Yeah.
Yeah, this is that black gunk that I'm getting off of it. That's what I'm working on. Yep, I just flaked a piece over here.
Uh, Phil says I can give you a link to what the chair looks like, but it won't have some of the extras I'm going to put on it.
Ooh wee. That is awesome.
Can Phil link?
I think he can post it, but a mod has to approve the link.
Oh,
I
well,
think
then I
that's
got to
how that
go.
goes.
Hang on. Yeah, hang
Well,
on.
I can do it. I'm in Facebook too. So if he posts a
Okay.
link, I can approve it.
You mean you're in YouTube,
Yes, I'm in YouTube.
not in Facebook?
Well, I'm in Facebook too, but that's beside the point because I'm not streaming there.
Yeah. Samantha said maybe it's centuries old petroleum dirt.
Yeah. I'm excited for Phil
Yeah.
because, there comes a time in our lives that we can't do like we used to do, and having the tools to get around. I wish. Oh, you sent it to me, and I'm guessing in an email. I haven't gotten it yet. Let me make sure it does not go to my trash spam bin or something. I guess I should have been paying attention to that to make sure someone's good stuff doesn't go there. Spam. Do, do. Nope. I don't have it. Where'd you send it? Try to post it here, Phil. See if it'll let you post it. Ugh.
Do a copy and paste on the thing
I
and see
just
if it'll let you do it.
vinegared my face.
Uh,
Brush down, not up. And you can see
yeah.
stuff that's coming off of it.
Yeah. Send it
Okay.
to Gmail and now on here.
It's not showing up on here.
No. Gmail.
Ha! Finally showed up. Open in a new tab. Oh, that folds up nice. Hold on a minute.
Can you share it?
I don't know. I got something. Let me see. That one's the one it was hanging up. Stop it.
Is it wide enough, Phil? Because I know that's a problem you had with one of the old chairs you had.
Something is keeping my. Stop. Something is keeping my bottom thingy up, and I can't share the. Oh, there. Now I can do. Now I can present a screen. Go over here. I want this one specifically. And don't you guys talk about how many things I have open.
We only see it. Ooh. Well. Oh. Oh man, that looks neat.
Let's see. So look, it folds up really nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Has a foot thing here for you to put your feet on when you're scooting along.
Right.
It's 18 inches wide. Comes
Good
with
deal.
lumbar support, breathable, long lasting comfort cushion. Looks cool. Nice little remote control.
Yeah.
You go a whopping 4 miles an hour.
Hey.
You know what? You might be able to keep up with Z walking.
Yeah.
Shock absorbers, so it's not going to be a bumpy ride. Height
Height
adjustment,
adjustable. Oh yeah.
and
17 to 25. Yeah.
you can adjust that arm, move that arm up and down. Yeah, buddy.
How much does that sucker weigh?
That's the product guarantee. Doesn't tell me. Where's the details?
He says he already wrecked in the store today. He cut the corner too sharp.
Oops.
What? Yeah, got a new situation you got to figure out. Doesn't tell you how much it weighs.
No.
Does it have specs?
No. The features. That's about it.
That's not nice. They don't tell you how much that sucker weighs. 57 pounds without the battery.
Ow.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Oh, there. This is the specs down here. Weight without battery, 57 pounds. Total weight is 62 with the battery attached.
Uh-huh. I'd have to have a ramp to get it up into a car.
Yep.
Because I sure as heck can't lift that.
Still, that would have been cool to have when my grandmother was alive, when she couldn't go to the stores anymore because she couldn't walk around. Man, that would have been nice to have.
He says his wheelchair was 55 pounds.
Wow.
Holy cow.
I would have gladly lifted that thing up in the back of the car for my grandmother to be able to go.
I have a friend. I told you she was my masseuse lady. She got hit by a car and left for dead. But they
Yeah.
found her and she's basically from the waist down. She's paralyzed. She lifts her wheelchair out of her, when she gets into her car.
Hmm.
Somehow that woman manages to get it in through her front door, over the seats, and into the back seat. She
Hmm.
lifts that sucker up.
Yep.
Oh, holy cow.
My cousin would
I,
get in the car on the passenger side. He would first take off the legs of his chair and throw them on the floorboard. And then he would slide himself over. And then he would fold his chair up and pull it into the car with him.
I don't know how she does it.
And he hated for people to help him because he said when people try to help him, they put it in wrong.
Yeah, and he has a hard time getting it out.
Yep. I could put it in for him because I knew exactly how he used it. If you were riding with him, that would be different. He would let you put it in the back seat.
Yeah,
But he had his controls for his car. My cousin had polio, so he was totally paralyzed from the waist down. The first controls he had in his car, his friends made them.
yeah, she has hand controls. Yeah,
He had blocks of wood screwed into his, or the blocks of wood, the poles that you had to push them to make them work. And he had two different ones, so his stopping response time wasn't great,
yeah,
but that's how they taught him how to drive.
yeah.
He had learned how to steer first. He had learned how to steer at a very early age. because parents do what parents do and come sit on my lap and you can drive, kind of
Hi,
thing.
Francis.
Hi, Francis. So he was steering at an early age, and then his friends decided that he should be able to drive. Did not tell anyone what they were doing. Figured out a way to rig this stuff up in a car, rigged it up in one of their cars, and proceeded to put him in the driver's seat and say, "Let's go."
Yep.
out out in the middle of nowhere. And basically his high school buddies taught him how to drive with these hand controls. And so he decided to buy himself a vehicle, and they transferred everything over. And then someone that had a driver's license drove his car, because you could still drive it without the hand controls.
Right.
um, Drove him in to take his driving test, and they just didn't know what to do, because where we lived, they had no provisions for this. And basically it's like these high school kids are giving them directions. It doesn't matter how he pushes the accelerator. The fact is, he's pushing the accelerator and making it go, and he's pushing the brake and making it stop. That's the only thing you should be judging. And he's keeping the car on the road, and that. So they decided that was right, and he did
Hi,
it.
Renee.
It was a long time before he ever got proper
Instructions.
controls. Well, no,
Oh, okay.
controls.
Uh huh.
Because the ones that you buy, the commercial ones, are more like motorcycle controls. You turn them to you, just like you pull it back or you go forward to accelerate and brake.
Mm-hmm.
His weren't like that. His were a piece of pole, and you literally would push it.
And
And
yeah.
there was two of them, one on top of the other, and you would push it to push the pedal. They were crude. It was made by high school students. Come on.
Yeah.
Because it literally did just that. When you pushed it, it pushed the rod that was connected to it here, which pushed onto the pedal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those things can be expensive.
And he had those for a long time. He used those controls for a very long time. Um, because we come from the family, if you don't fix it, if it ain't broke. So why would he buy more expensive controls
When those are working.
when those worked perfectly fine? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the times that he changed vehicles and they no longer fit.
Frances went to the doctor today and had her foot checked. It was a clear break. You broke your foot, Frances?
In that fall.
Oh,
No wonder it's been hurting.
did they put you in a cast or a boot or something?
Clean break is good, though,
Foot now messed up. I'll have to see my orthopedic doctor. Oh, yep.
because of how long it's been sitting.
Yeah.
Been sitting with a broke foot. Oh, suffering. Don't do that to yourself anymore.
No, no more. If Pate you
Please.
fall down, you feel uggy, you go get checked out.
There goes another piece. And that was a nice, clear piece of crystal.
Mm,
Damn it. Nice, clear crystal there broke off.
yep. Well, he wanted to go independent. What can I tell you? Oh, you got a boot. She's got a boot. Oh,
Support
well,
it.
that hopefully holds it stable till you get to your orthopedic. I still have to find a family doctor since mine took a disappearing act.
Mm.
Not by
Really,
his decision.
I think some of these aren't even connected because this one is a double-ended point.
Ah,
Let's
yep.
see if you're gonna be able to
So
see.
he
He
was
was not
only he
the
was only
dirt.
connected by dirt.
He
Yeah.
was only connected by dirt. Look at
Mm.
beautiful little double-ended point.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cute.
Scully needs earrings, Tori.
I'm not piercing. No. Who
Well,
said that?
maybe girlfriend does.
I'm not piercing my stones.
Oh, okay.
She ain't got no ears.
That's
He
true.
don't have no ears either. How they need earrings? What are you talking about, Samantha? They don't have ears.
Ears are cartilage. They're not on the skull. Yeah.
Samantha, you crazy. You
A
found
hat
the right.
band. Put it on his hat band. Stick it in his hat band.
Mm,
Attach the earrings to the hats.
yeah.
Hmm. You guys are you're treading on tender ground there.
If someone wants to buy her a pair of diamond earrings, I will make them fit on that hat somewhere.
Yeah, F. Pate. And you were suffering for it, weren't you? She said she couldn't believe that I'd been doing everything.
Yeah, you need to. You have to start watching that. Take care of yourself a little better. I know
Yep,
you take care of yourself, but when it comes to stuff like this, give yourself the benefit of the doubt. You know what? I fell and I'm hurting. I'm going to the doctor.
yep,
And don't worry about seeming like you're being a ninny or anything like that. Honey, be a ninny. Every time you fall, if it hurts, go to the doctor.
yep. Get all checked out.
Of course, I think that's why Terry wound up moving, falling too much.
Yep.
My video on the tube is way off. There, catch up. Oh, I'm not big again.
No, you're not.
Is that one the right one? No, that one.
There.
Ah, clean out that crud. I am not going to get all of this billion-year-old dirt off of here. And when I go upstairs to
Do you
rinse
have a
off,
water pick?
no.
Yeah, F. Pate. No more standing up when your feet or legs go to sleep anymore. Nope. Tap on them, rub on them, wake them up first before you try standing up.
Yep. I know there's a piece of
Hi, Donna. She says, Tori, why don't you use a spray bottle of warm soapy water like a pressure washer?
because this is a little more stuck on than that.
Yeah.
This has already been cleaned with my sprayer in my kitchen. Oh, I just lifted crystal off again. Some of these crystals I think are being held on by the dirt.
With the dirt, yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping this whole thing doesn't come apart and do a billion different. Make sure it doesn't break off into a whole billion different pieces.
Hannah says it took her a week to go to the hospital about her wrist when she went over the handlebars of a quad bike. The quad ended up lying on my back, but she ended up breaking her wrist.
Mm.
Ooh,
Not things to play around with,
no,
peoples.
no.
Come on.
Samantha says maybe your crystals were in an ocean at some point, Tori.
I don't.
Oh, she didn't know it was asleep until she stood up on it. Oh,
And
man,
then you
all I
sit
got
back
to,
down.
yeah. Then you sit right back down. Lena, welcome. She says she's so aggravated that I don't get notifications. I've hit the all, but then I actually see you're live to join.
Oh, I'm sorry the tube is being hateful to you and not giving you proper notifications.
Yeah.
I hate when it does that. I really do. Because I've had it do that to me as well.
Yeah, Hannah, you are lucky. She says she's lucky the quad didn't break her back because, especially when I already have issues with her back.
Yeah. That's like my late husband and his dad were four wheeling, and he went up a very steep hill, and he was going down the hill, and the brakes failed, and so he could feel that it was getting ready to go head over heels, back over front. He was fixing to flip, so he launched off of it, and it flipped over his head. Like it
Mm,
went, he squatted down, and it went like this over his head. Just missed him.
mm.
I fussed at him.
Oh, she said she just stood up and down she went. Oh, yeah.
Ah,
In other words, you didn't even have a chance. Next time, tap your feet or whatever and see if you get little tinglies or whatever. If I get tinglies, hello. Of course, I've always got some kind of tinglies in my feet because I have that stupid neuralgia or whatever it is in my feet.
neuropathy.
Neuropathy, yeah.
Does that mean you also have the hot water tank set in your house so that you can't burn yourself?
No, because I stick my hand in it, which doesn't have any problem.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I don't set my hot water heater that hot. Um, yeah, I take a shower under my full hot, and
Okay, so
it's
yes,
not
your
that hot.
your hot water tank is set so you cannot burn yourself.
Burn. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah. It's quite warm, 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 warm. Very warm. Oh, yeah. I walk around in compression socks a lot. I do not wear them to bed, except if they're really raising hell. Sometimes I do. But other than that, I have them on during the day, but not at night.
I wear compression socks too because after I got my last surgery done, my foot swells really bad
Mm,
because I think the doctor did something wrong.
wouldn't doubt it.
And I need to go back to a different doctor.
Well, you're in a different area now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
But I'll also go to Emory. I go to Emory Sports Medicine,
mm-hmm.
where the doctors are that take care of the professional teams.
Yeah.
Ah, oh, there's some crud coming off there. It's just a little rub.
Scrubby Dad.
And I'm not putting that much pressure on it. It sounds like it. I don't know if you guys can hear the squeaky squeaks from this thing hitting
Yeah,
it,
we hear those
but
scrapes and
I'm
squeaks.
literally just, I mean, if I was doing it hard, I'd be cutting my finger open. I'm not doing it any harder than that. I'm knocking some loose. Then I'll brush it again because I can see. God, I hope this isn't like billion-year-old blood that I'm washing off. This backside has a red tint to it. Dino blood.
Yeah. Now that's got to be worth something.
No, I'm not saying it's really dino blood. I have no clue what it is. Well, I don't need someone saying that's what I said.
No, no, no.
That was a joke. Dun dun dun. Yeah. What could it be? But it does look a ton better already. I've only knocked off a few crystals. Oh, I can tell this thing to close this. Unstop sharing the screen. Because if I know it's not showing it, but it's still there.
Yeah.
It stays in my
That
studio.
quartz crystal may be held together by petroleum sand gunk. Maybe it grew from petroleum sand. CPR
Yeah.
said no, it's dragon blood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dragon blood, dino blood, you know.
Or a clay sand mixture holding the quartz crystals together. Well, one was really held in by whatever the gunk is because it was double pointed, both ends pointed, little bitty piece.
Yeah. It was cute little double point.
Oh yeah, those little bells that you put on cat collars. Yeah, they break those so easy because the little thingy inside um, comes out because they're not very sturdy bells. Honest. I'm
Well,
having
neither are
to.
the cat collars anymore.
Yeah, neither. Yeah, I agree with
Well, they make
that
them
too.
all, and I understand it. They make them quick release, so that if you put too much pressure on it, it'll release in case your cat gets their head stuck where it doesn't belong.
Yeah, yeah.
Because cats will choke themselves trying to get out.
My daughter quit putting a collar on her indoor-outdoor cat because she saw the cat. She put a new collar on it. She saw the cat go out and specifically get up against um,
Mm-hmm.
a low branch and pull on it
Mm-hmm.
so that, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that it would pop off. Little, you know what, didn't want a collar.
And you can actually use small dog collars, which have buckles.
Mm-hmm. But then they can get hurt that way.
Yeah. They can kind of strangulate themselves. Evidently, dogs will not strangulate themselves.
Is I had a bad neighbor once upon a time, not now. Um, didn't like my dogs, But that was his problem because they didn't bother him. He bothered them. Um, he took a hose to him one time in my backyard, squirting it from his yard. He squirted into my yard with the hose and was wetting my dogs, and they were raising hell. Oh, I got on him like you wouldn't believe. So from then on, of course, they didn't like him. And, yeah. So I never had their collars on them. They got their shots every year. They got their tags every year. But they didn't wear them. I had them in the house because he never saw them on them. He called animal control thinking I didn't do it and going to get them taken away because he was a jerk. And, yeah, they came and they wanted to see my dogs. And I said, yeah, here they are. And I showed him my dogs and they were perfectly fine and wiggling around. See if they were with me and I wasn't upset. They didn't bother anybody, you know? Well, they said, well, where are their tags? And I said, in the house. I said, because the fact that we have, oh, that's pretty one. That's double pointed too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was held on by gunk. So I went in and pulled out the file, and in their envelope was their latest thing and their brand new tag and all that kind of stuff. And I said, I got all the years back. You want them? And he says, no, that's fine. If this year, they're tagged this year, that's fine. I said, yeah, they've been tagged in shots everything every year. So he says, okay. So the case was closed. Of course, pissed off my neighbor because he wanted them gone. I was so glad when he moved.
I hate those kind of neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
They had one case where the neighbor was spraying the dogs with water, and so the homeowner came out, walked around, grabbed her hose, and come out with it blaring and started spraying the neighbor.
Oh, he
And
was out in his underwear in the backyard of his backyard.
the
I
neighbor
came out of
called the
my
cops.
yeah.
Well, that's indecent exposure.
Mm-hmm. Really. And I told him, I said, I ever see or hear you doing anything else to my dogs again, I said, you'll be arrested. Because I came out with my phone on video. It was, now, mind you, this was a few years ago, and the video quality was not that good, but you could tell who it was. Okay?
Well, who else would be in his yard in their underwear?
Yeah. I mean, if he was 5'2", it was a miracle. I think he had that Napoleon complex thing that short guys have.
Yep.
Oh, that looks a lot better from what it was, Tori. Yeah, you've cleaned that up a lot. Now it's how crazy do you want to go and keep losing little crystals out of it? Because a lot of those little ones, I bet, are just held in there by the gunk.
Yep. I'm gonna try to be a little more selective. Just do a little more topical. Leave some of it for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Clear certain pieces for the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the smaller of the two specimens that had this issue. I have a big one upstairs that has it. That's the one I took to Robbie's to get dunked in his stuff. And we got busy with everything, and that just never happened.
Yeah.
I should have reminded him when I first got there, and he could have taken me down, and I would have bought the stuff to do it.
Yeah.
Because by the time I remembered, it was
It
too
was
late
too
to be
late.
able to get it.
Yeah. You know the old brick roads that they used to have that they tore up and people used them for uh, decorating houses,
Mm,
with little areas of brick, used brick. Well, St. Petersburg, Florida used to have nothing but brick roads. The downtown part was all brick roads. They still have a few, but when my parents built their house in Clearwater, Florida, the front of it had two huge sections of used brick. And they don't clean them worth crud.
mm-mm.
And so what the builder did, because my mom, it was a contracted house, it wasn't one that was already built that we bought. And my mom knew the builder, and he says, well, we can put a weakened solution of muriatic acid, let it sit there for 15 minutes, and then pressure wash it off. And he says, they'll come out beautiful. She says, you sure? He says, yeah, the best time to do it is before we get the other, the final painting done and all that kind of. She says, okay. They did it. It came out beautiful. It really did.
I think I'm going to leave that little section alone.
Yeah,
This one
because you
here,
could, yeah, you could break that whole thing off. Yeah,
it has a few little spots here and there, but that's okay.
yeah,
Now I'm really not putting much pressure on it at all. I'm just trying to catch any that's loose already.
yeah. And then you just, when you get upstairs tonight, you spray them off with the hose and.
Yeah, my kitchen sink has a sprayer, pressure, sprayer.
Phil says they have a Chihuahua complex. Little guys. Okay, Phil, hurry back, but don't rush too far too much that you hurt yourself in getting back.
Yeah, hurry back at your own pace.
Yeah, right. Hurry back, but at your own pace. Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, my grandmother's hurry and my hurry with me growing up were totally different. Her hurry took a heck of a lot longer than mine.
Hmm.
And when she would go out with us, we were okay with that because we knew there would come a day that she couldn't. She probably, with the exception of going to a doctor's visit, the last 10 to 15 years of her life, she didn't leave the house.
My mother-in-law didn't either.
The priest would come to the house once a week to give her service. Our family had a long standing in the church. They weren't going to deny that.
Yeah,
So they would come and see her without question.
my husband's grandmother on his dad's side. Same thing with her. they would, the priest would come to the house. Give her communion, the whole bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think my little fellow looks a whole lot better.
Oh, then he did? Yes. He is much cleaner than he did. Quit looking, Tori. You'll always find another spot.
I'm trying on these ones that are already clear that have just one little bitty spot.
You're trying to get that last spot off.
Mm-hmm. Not going into the cracks and crevices any further.
Yeah.
Just seeing if I can get that last spot knocked off. Nope, leave that part alone. That actually, I like the way that looks with that black in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks a whole lot better than it did.
So, and it'll look even better when I rinse off the rest of that.
Yeah.
Let me let my fingers rest for a minute. Let's socialize.
Hmm.
Oh, stretch my legs out in front of me for a minute because I have a tendency to pull my feet up under the chair, which makes my legs go to sleep. And
Oh,
we know it's
yeah.
bad to do that.
Do you wrap your feet around the? Is it a single pole chair that has wheels?
No,
Oh,
I just
I.
tuck them underneath the edge and I put the tops of my toes on the floor.
Ah, no. My chair, I used to have like one of those with the arms and the whole bit, the executive type chairs that
Mm-hmm.
has like five wheels or whatever.
Yep.
But I used to wrap my feet around the main pole of the chair. That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I know what
not
you mean.
good. Cuts off circulation, does a whole bunch of yeah, not good.
I hear you.
Well, I am truly, I mean, not that we're giving up yet, but I'm truly sorry that soaking that fluoride overnight didn't do a better job.
That's right. I've got
There has to there has to be a way.
now. Is there a hole in this lid or something? Let me check because it leaked. Hmm? Must have just been the way I must have just leaked it. I don't see a hole. These are old takeout containers. We don't throw them away.
Come
Old
on in.
takeout containers get reused. And then they get reused again. They have long life in my family. That one actually might have a better chance of this crud coming off.
Yeah, that didn't need it needed a little cleaning, but not near as bad as the other one.
Yeah, not as much as the other.
Hmm.
A vinegar wash won't hurt them.
No.
I said I was going to let my hands rest.
Yeah, I noticed how you were doing that. I wasn't going to say anything. You're a big girl.
And these will all get washed when I get done. I got to get someone to bring me a jar to put this vinegar in. Because I know it's going to, well, it doesn't matter. It's in another container. It's not going to slosh very far. Can't go far.
Hmm.
But I played around, got my cat's eyes, I redid my little my cabinet with my miniature spheres in it.
Oh, did you get the bottom fixed?
I did. So much
Oh.
better. I can sit down to work and I can see the bottom layer. But I finished putting the rest of the spheres in there. I have 71 little spheres in there.
Uh, don't think you need any more little spheres.
I can fit 9 more in there. So
Okay.
that's it. I can only get 9 more.
Okay, you got to be selective now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got any duplicates in there?
Probably.
Well, see, if you go over 9 and they're not duplicates, then you got to take out a
Cat's
duplicate.
eye. I have a couple of cat's eyes that are dupes.
Okay.
But I have a rainbow of 15 cat's eyes.
Aha.
I squeeze those on one shelf.
Oh, with the little sticky stuff.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
use two-sided tape on all of the mini spheres. Even the ones that are in the divots have two-sided tape on them.
Yeah.
That way, when I take the shelf down, I don't have them things flying all over the place.
Yeah.
There's congestion from my sinuses getting yucked up. It's killing me.
I know the feeling.
And I found out my daughter has been opening the downstairs back door in the evenings to enjoy the fresh outdoors, and she let in bugs. She let bugs crawl into my house. And see, I've seen some odd bugs. And last night she finally admitted to me that there was a bug that came in the house. And I'm like, you're letting the damn bugs in the house. Are you insane?
I
So yeah,
assume she said no.
she didn't answer that. I just wanted fresh air.
I told you, get one of those screen things that.
Mm, how about move the cabinet from in front of the big ass windows that have screens on them?
Oh, well, I didn't know she had that situation. Okay, yeah.
Hmm. Because she is in the back ground floor, it creeped her out that people could look in and watch her sleep.
Well,
So she put
hello.
big old cabinets over the windows.
Well, I hate to say this. They make drapes and stuff for that.
Hmm. And now, and you can absolutely climb in and out of those windows. I know this because we used them when we moved in.
Okay.
We parked the
Hi, sweetheart Terry.
hello, sweetheart Terry. He's waking up.
Ah, okay, we'll bear with you a little while you wake up.
This one bubbled.
I have arthritis really bad on my left foot between my big toe and the toe next to it, right at the base.
Hmm.
And it is, you know what? People that have arthritis know what I'm saying when it's singing. Oh,
I've never used that expression.
well, that's when it's really, you know, acting up, so to speak. My mama used to call it, say, it's singing today. And, oh, Lordy, is mine singing right now. And just that one spot. So it's being a real pain in my ass.
Yeah, I have legs that just hurt for no reason. Like I'm sitting still and they hurt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I should probably
But
go to the
this
doctor.
doesn't. Yeah, you think? You just telling somebody about that, weren't you? F. Page, you want to comment on that one?
Yeah, but I didn't fall. Yes, Terry,
Well,
I know. Moving sucks.
yeah, yes, Terry. I know I'm trying to get ready to do it, which is not going to be easy. Oh, God.
Are we going to have a moving party?
I will probably be gone for, mm, I don't know, 4 or 5 days when that actually happens.
Are you hiring someone to move boxes?
Um, well, let's put it ow, this way. The boxes will probably be my daughter and grandson and son-in-law and stuff like that. It's the heavier furniture I'm going to hire, people to move. Now, mind you, when my daughter and son-in-law moved from down here 153 miles away, most of their furniture was in a storage bin, storage locker,
Hmm.
a big one, huge, and second floor no less. Oh my God, talk about moving everything under the sun. And we moved their stuff. They rented a U-Haul truck, but for the antiques and some of the others and kitchen stuff and glassware, that truck moved the heavy furniture. But the rest of it, no. We all took up in cars. We made 2 trips with 3 cars and a U-Haul, and we moved them. So yeah, yes, yep, that's exactly it. Your hands sing when there's rain, snow, ice coming. It's like a hot electric pain. Yep, like cramming your hands into a big hornet's nest. Oh yeah. And right now I got that in that one joint in that toe. Oof.
That's coming off.
Oh, good. Because that didn't need
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole lot. Just
That
need a
means
little.
it's like coming out of there. Oh,
Oh
wait.
yeah.
My thing says this is not working. What?
What's not working?
Where I watch my StreamYard on the computer just refreshed itself.
Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, Terry's doing it all on his own with the one car and a million times back and forth. Oh, yeah, Terry, that's rough. Yeah,
Isn't someone going to come help you with some of that though?
that's this weekend, I think. Is it 1 or 2 days you get the guy, Terry? I think this weekend he gets a guy. I think.
Monday.
One day on Monday. Oh,
So
honey,
Terry's
start him at
gonna.
the attic, get all the wood down to the next floor, have him take it from floor 2 to floor 1, and then out to a truck or whatever and move it. Yeah,
All the stuff you can't handle yourself.
right.
That's the focus.
And get it start from the top down because you don't want to clear out the bottom and then everything's still left at the top, and that's the hardest place for you to get to. Be easier to do from the bottom. So get it attic and first, second floor cleared out. Yeah.
All the big stuff and as much of the other stuff as you can.
Yep.
Get everything moved further down.
Yep. Then you don't have to do those stupid stairs anymore.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh, oh, he hasn't. You haven't seen the attic yet. You just know there's wood up there. Well, you got to get the
Terry
wood out of
uses
there.
the I thought Terry used the attic.
I thought, yeah. Oh, maybe he didn't mean. No, he doesn't use the attic.
Oh. I don't know why I thought you did.
No, you got to get everything out of the attic that you want, and then oh, his furniture's up there in the attic. Oh dear. Yeah, you got to get all that moved down to the main floor, and then he loads the truck up, and then he unloads it at the house. You know, get everything moved down to floor 1.
You'd think we've done this before.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have.
Well, that yeah, we did multiple loads when we moved here from North Carolina.
Oh,
We were
he used to use it. It was his studio.
yeah, that's what I thought. Um, what we did as many trips as we could handle in a week, every week, and then we had one trip where we rented two guys to help with the heavy stuff.
Yeah. For Terry says this is the first time for him and the last moving he means like this. In other words, he does not intend to go. He's got a 1 story with heat and all that kind of stuff. Honey, he's staying put.
One story with everything you need. There ain't no reason to move again.
No.
It has all the space you need. I have not gone to see Terry's video that he put on Facebook.
Oh, I haven't either.
How long is that video, Terry, that you did? Oh, well, that I don't know what that is, but it just conked out. Big nasty stuff.
Terry says he'll die there. A long time from now, Terry. Long time from now.
Yeah, no time in the near future.
Yeah. Not even done one, Tori?
What?
I don't know. That was what Terry said. Oh, I'm sorry, Hannah. She's got indigestion, taking some meds for it. No, now I hate acid reflux. Oh, honey, yeah.
If I eat too much tomato product,
Yeah.
I have that issue.
It
Terry,
doesn't like you.
now I did finish cleaning one of the stones.
He fell down the stairs yesterday. Terry.
That's why he's moving. No stairs.
Yes.
I think he should have had someone come over and help him muster up a slide
Yeah.
to slide the boxes down.
Down the stairs. Yeah.
Put a mattress at the end to catch them.
Yep.
I think I'm going to leave
I
it alone.
woke up late, woke up with a headache, and have been fighting this thing all day long. So, needless to say, I did not start sewing again. Hopefully tomorrow, because I found out because my grandson hurt himself, they aren't coming till Tuesday.
Ah, how did he hurt himself? Boys being boys?
He was walking in the dark and he tripped on something, probably a root or whatever, who knows. And he fell. And when he fell, you know, picnic benches,
Uh huh.
the seats on them,
Uh huh.
he hit his on one corner of a picnic bench seat. He hit the side of his rib. Now, it's not broken, but he had already had an injury there from before, and he hit it again, and he was just getting over that one. Hit the same spot again. So now the doctor tells him he's not allowed to do squat for 5 months,
Oh, I'm sure that thrilled him.
and he's in pain, a lot of pain. Yeah, she's cleaning her fluorite, Terry. Oh, and the other one was some crystal. The other one was
Oh
crystal.
my goodness. I can't see it with that.
Ooh, got a little bit of blue in there or something.
I can
Ooh,
see
yeah.
reds,
Yes.
like a dark
Mhm.
red in there.
Mhm.
And that doesn't do it. Ooh. I don't know if it's picking it up.
Yeah, I can
And I
see some of it.
tried with the light, with the white light on it, which blinds everybody but me.
Yeah. Did you
There's,
hurt your wrist? Oh, is your wrist still hurting, Terry, or did you re-injure it when you fell? I swear, people.
and no, they need to stop it.
Yeah.
Quit injuring yourselves, peoples.
Yeah, please.
Uh-oh, broke a little piece of fluoride off.
Oh dear.
It's a teensy piece.
Well, it goes in the container.
Like, see that little bitty dot on my finger?
Mhm. Goes in the container.
Oh, yeah. I'm using the light so I can actually see.
Oh, he did not re-injure it,
That's
thankfully.
good.
Yeah, that's all you needed to do. You already sprained it bad once. You don't need to redo it again, Terry. Let's not push your luck.
Don't know what fluorite is made from.
Hmm.
I promise I will be washing my hands thoroughly before I use them to put anything in my mouth. because I have no clue what kind of chemical I'm sitting here playing with.
Hmm. It's a calcium crystal that crystallizes in the form of masses, cubic, and octahedral crystals. They're normally found near quartz and calcite.
Well, you guys know how much was on the back of this, that white stuff that was on here.
Yeah.
Those white lines, they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I cleaned off of there was that white sandy stuff.
Stuff. Yeah.
It's like this stuff here. That's what I was saying. I don't know what this is that I'm sitting here picking at, but it did clean off the back. Yeah, Terry, I know you collect mini spheres, the little bitty ones. I have 71 in my cabinet. And my cabinet has room for 9 more. So I might have to figure out what beautiful 9 little mini spheres are going to go in that cabinet.
Terry says he has to clean all his stuff when I move in. In other words, clean it to pack it and clean it to move it in because there's dust everywhere. Yeah. Hmm.
See, that's the thing I'm worried about with the tire shine because I live in Georgia.
Well, if it's behind glass, it shouldn't bother it.
We dusty.
Yeah. Oh, honey, you haven't seen dust till you see living near an airport.
I should say we in the South, we dusty.
Yeah. Right.
Now I'm on the front side to see if I can get a little bit of this out. I'm not going to try to remove this big chunk here. Remove the loose stuff that's around it.
Right.
Maybe enhance that white piece a little better. Oh, yeah. Give it a bath.
Lots of glass cleaner, Terry says. Yeah.
Just make sure
I
you
had.
look up, as I
Yeah.
said, look up what you're putting on them and what it is you're putting it on to make sure that you're not going to create some kind of weird chemical reaction. Because, like, I have to pay attention. I have sulfur, I have arsenic in my
Hmm.
collection. They're not
Hmm.
called that, but yes, I have a red arsenic and I have a yellow arsenic. And I have sulfur and malachite. All of these are toxic.
Right.
So the last thing I need to do is dump them in something to cause a chemical reaction to turn them into a gaseous form and kill myself.
No, let's not do that.
Because we already know all of them in their powdered form consumed can kill you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Terry. Lots of glass cleaner. Of course, you know what works great too is um, white vinegar and newspapers.
Is what?
Water add white water, add some white vinegar in it. Wash your windows with
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and then dry them with new old newspapers.
Yep.
They sparkle.
Yep. Well, I don't know what this white, it's a cream colored gunk, but it comes off really easy.
On that one. Too bad it's not doing it on the green one. Son of a gun.
I mean, just like I'm surprised it didn't just come off with the toothbrush as easy as it's coming off. Because again, I'm just easy like that. I'm not putting pressure on it.
Terry says, I even pack the stuff I use daily, and the glass is my cabinets. Yeah. I figured you're typing in the dark. He says, I'm typing in the dark. That's why his spelling is atrocious. Thank God I know the. n- Thank heavens I know the keyboard, so I knew UXE is USE because with the X and the S are in that same row.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Poke around on it a little bit. I am
Yeah.
knocking a couple of little bitty pieces off, and I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Like I said, these have been shipped to me, or they have been in the Tahoe where I boxed them up and drove them from Robbie's to my house, or from Lisa's to my house. And I can't complain because my most fragile of things survived without getting annihilated. This one has something red on the bottom of it.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's going to show up in the camera.
Yeah. You see a little dot.
Right
Yeah.
here,
Mm-hmm.
it is a red tone. Let me see if I can throw some light on it.
Yeah.
It's a rust colored right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can see it. Hmm. That looks good now, actually.
Yeah. And some of this will wash out still.
Mm-hmm.
I will put it in the regular water, soap and water, and scrub it the rest of the way.
You mean that turning on your lights doesn't make your typing better, Terry?
Some people just can't type.
Yeah. Do you know some of my fingers are faster than others? And li- and I'll be yeah. My right hand's faster than my left because I'm very right-handed. And so I have to kind of make sure I slow my right hand down because it'll want to put a letter before letter on my left was supposed to be in there first, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to tell people I do not have dyslexia, but my fingers do,
Yeah.
because my fingers would do that. And it was not a poke at people. It was like, it was before I could fully understand why my hands were doing it. Because I had the same problem, is my fingers were typing things out of order. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, after time, I realized it's a right hand, left hand thing.
Hmm. And I am very right-handed. I mean, God forbid I lose my left hand, but I would be okay because it's just along for the ride and to help pick up stuff because dexterity in doing stuff, not a chance.
I think putting the sprayer on this is the part I got cleaned up that I like.
Yeah,
It's cleaning up this where the white is.
yeah. That was bigger, a whole lot bigger before.
It had a lot of that crud on it, but I like that. Let me see if it made it pick up. Now see, I can see under this, I can see the
Yeah.
purples
Mhm.
and red tones in it more,
Mhm. Yeah. Cuz you cleaned all the gunk
that
off.
I cleaned off a layer of whatever it was.
Samantha says her son is colorblind and only in one eye. Oh,
Oh, that's interesting.
never heard of that one.
So at least I know it is cleaning something.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and give it the rest of the bath. Set him aside. This one, I know there is an absolute risk of this one splitting in half.
Why, it's got a crack in it already.
It is severe. There's a crevice that runs through here,
Ah, yeah.
and I can see that it runs all the way across.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I put this in knowing I may wind up with two pieces.
yeah. If you do, you do.
This isn't like the
Terry's,
ultra rare piece because I have multiples of this kind of this one.
yeah. Terry says his cats are snoring.
What? Snoring
His cat,
cat?
yeah.
Cats are cute when they snore. I have a snoring cat. He also has a problem with his fangs being super long. His
Mm-hmm.
On dogs you call them canines.
Mm-hmm.
On cats I just call them fangs. But his fangs are like super long. He can't. With his mouth closed, they hang out considerable.
I had a female cat that was terrible snorer. Oh man, she snored terrible.
I enjoy it when they come and they climb up in bed and they snore. Yes, the cats come climb in the bed with us. I mean, who can control cats anyway?
Yeah, right.
The only way to control them from keeping them out of the bed is to lock it where they can't come in the bedroom.
Right.
And then I have to put up with them sitting at the door going, meow,
Yeah.
meow,
Yeah.
meow, meow,
Mm-hmm.
meow, 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 meow,
Mm-hmm.
meow. I've
Yeah.
talked to my cats. I'm lucky there's not one down here. I'd have them down here talking to me.
Yeah.
When we moved
Samantha
into the
says the
house,
kitty is a saber tooth.
yeah, when we first moved into this house, me and the cats moved in officially before my husband did. Um, I moved the boys in with me, and it was while my husband was still moving stuff back and forth. He was still making runs between the two houses. Self moving, when you have as much stuff as we do, is the most stupid thing on earth to do. And
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, especially for someone my health and age. Oh yeah, this band here of these crystals is what's holding all this together. Pay attention to right here. You see my tool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a hole all the way through this right here.
Mm-hmm.
I could actually suspend this piece
Mm-hmm.
from right here.
Yep.
So this, I'm guessing this is just regular quartz crystals
Probably. Yeah.
that's basically holding these two pieces together because it comes up and it goes between them all the way.
Yeah. Terry, I have not been any place where they sell catnip yet, but as soon as I go near a place that has catnip, I'll stop in and get you some.
I need to see if my place will ship it straight to him.
That's an idea.
Because I get it online. I get it at
Amazon?
no,
Oh.
Chewy.
Mm.
I have my cat food is auto delivered.
Yeah, my daughter has her dog food,
I have
but
dog
it's
food and cat
specialty
food.
dog. Yeah.
The dog food comes from Petco because they don't have it at Chewy. And
Mm.
actually, we could probably change the food now because the only reason why we were using that food is because of the grain content that Coda could not have.
Yeah.
But I don't, and maybe we can find a less expensive one to feed them because, damn, it's expensive,
No joke.
and I'm
My
the one paying
daughter's
for it.
my daughter's one dog. She's going to have two different kinds of cat food now.
Cat food for the
Oh my.
dog?
I mean, two different kinds of dog food. and feed them in separate rooms, no less,
Uh,
because uh, Cookie decides she should have everybody's food because she's the skinniest out of them, but she would eat the most if you let her get away with it.
she's
But
not the blind one.
no, Blue's the blind one. Blue baby is the blind one. She'd be a sweetheart. Oh, she's better. She quit having her potty problem. Ah, thank you, God. Kelly says I finally got one night of sleep.
Plain chicken and rice.
Oh, well, she went and this one friend of hers that has has some dogs that has continuous potty problems.
Mm-hmm.
He told her what to get at the health food store in the way of also probiotics. He said once a week, slip some probiotic in her food. He said she'll have a whole lot less problems.
But when
So
it does
that's
happen, you take plain chicken, skin it, boil it, take it
mhm
off the bone,
mhm
and then cook rice in the water.
same water. Yeah.
Nothing else. Plain
Yep.
chicken and rice.
Mhm.
Um, Sage ate black walnut. You know the hulls of black walnut are bad for dogs.
Oh yeah.
It will make them vomit,
Oh yeah.
and it'll
Like
give them the runny
crazy.
poops.
Oh yeah.
So she was playing with them because we had a yard that was full of black walnuts, and she was getting them and using them like balls.
Oh no.
So she was chewing on these pieces of black walnut
And all you need is the oils.
and making herself sick. Well,
Yeah.
before we even took her to the vet, as soon as it happened and it was food time, I had already boiled her chicken and rice. That was it. Getting chicken and rice. No, we're not having this kind of thing. And we wound up taking her to the vet because it was still happening. And then so the vet goes, "Oh yeah, you need to start giving her more of a bland diet. You should just boil some chicken and give her chicken and rice." And my daughter turns and looks at me and she goes, "How did you know?" And I'm like, "Because
Oh,
I'm
I
smart.
had dogs previously. This is not new.
Yeah, I'm smart. That's how I
That's cute.
know."
Ah, God.
And see, this is the problem: is you can't see.
Yeah. With that one, you can't see it on
Can't
there.
see it, and I can't feel it. So I'm wondering if I just need to go ahead get the jeweler's rouge and do like I'm trying to polish it
Yeah.
and see if that takes it off because this does not. And it's as much as it looks like there's something there, it's not there. I can't feel anything.
You
I
can't
mean, I
feel
can feel that
a
it's rough.
you can feel the gritty, but you can't feel like an edge to it.
No,
Mm,
and scratching it does nothing. So I don't think soaking him any longer. I mean, he looks beautiful, the parts
yeah.
of him, and I think it's a polishing thing because usually if it's wet, it'll be like it's going to be when it's polished. And see if it came out
Right.
like this,
Gorgeous.
I would be just as happy as can be with it. You know,
Oh yeah. Mhm. But you got to get that film off of there, whatever
you
it
look
is.
at that how it shows through, and that's what I want without that film on it.
Yeah.
So I just need to let him be because as soon as he starts to dry up, I can see it forming.
Mhm.
You do have some yellow stuff on you though, like tartar, and I can get that. And he's got the prettiest rainbow in this one place, but because of that,
White, you can't see it good.
oh
Yeah.
my Yeah, when it's wet, I can see the rainbow in it. But once
Mhm.
that film redevelops, that rainbow disappears in there. It gets kind of hidden,
Mhm.
and I don't want that. I can get some of the yellow gunk off of the rainbow in this one too. So this one will be full of rainbows when I get it polished up. So I think I'm going to go look at some stuff to order for that. This stuff on
Yeah.
the back is not sandy. That is solid.
Yeah. One of my daughter's dogs is blind. The other one has lupus. And now that the one that has lupus cannot get to the chicken feed, which they're not supposed to have grains, hello.
Oh,
But my daughter does buy organic grain at least for her chickens. And yeah, but she hasn't had a lupus flare up since then, which is really good. So,
so
but
it's like, see, just quit eating the stuff you're not supposed to.
oh, you can't.
Unfortunately, you can't just tell dogs that the way you can humans.
Yeah,
Not
right.
that humans listen anyway.
Yeah, and you know doggone well if that dog wants it, she's going to go get it.
So, and
And
see,
I'd
this
stand
one,
there. She'd be out in the morning with me feeding the chickens, and as soon as they leave the bowl or where I threw it out, she's over there chawing on it.
this one
I,
is darker than this one.
mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why I got it, because it's darker. And I knew I had to clean it. I just didn't know what to do to clean it. I figured I would figure it out once I got here. So go take a bath.
What's
That's not.
that? Hold it up. I can't see.
This is just the matrix it's on.
Oh, okay.
That's just the matrix it's on. That's not dirt.
No, I wouldn't bother with that side. I'd just clean the other side.
Got a hole through here as well. But it's dirty. I can see the dirt on it. I think it's going to become more vibrant when I clean it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it matters which one I put it in, whether the water's orange or not.
I don't think so either.
What time is it?
8:33.
Okay, I'm good.
What time's Lisa going on?
Uh-huh. 9:30 or 10. I'll have to
Hang
go.
on. You go keep cleaning. I'll look.
But just some of these, I think whoever had them did put some kind of oily stuff on them. And that's part of what makes them all nasty. If you put too much oil on them and then they get dirty, um, you get dust on them after they've been oiled. And the dust just kind of clings there. And so you wind up with crud all over them. I lost Marcia. She done run off on me again. No,
I'm
there's no.
back.
I don't have. I don't think I have shellac on any of my rocks.
She hasn't posted it yet.
No, we're careful where we buy from. It has a dirty spot here, so it's got some calcite deposit, I guess is what it is. It's breaking off of it.
Yeah.
It's white. So it has a little dirty spot here. Mud. Comes off in mud.
Mood.
Yeah, but Terry, you got what, 50 or 60 boxes of models and stuff?
Oh, yeah. His new house is full of boxes, and he hasn't even taken the models yet.
That's all right. Once you get everything in that house, you'll decide what room is going to be used for what, and you can slowly unbox it at your own pace. You have a lot of time to get that done.
Well, old shellac normally dries with a yellow or orangey tone to it.
And it doesn't wash off easy.
No.
Um, some people oil their rocks and then they get dusty, and so you wind up with a they look grungy, and you put them under hot soapy water and give them a little scrubbing, and that all comes off, and you're like, what? Um, People have a tendency not to clean some of their stuff the way they should, and then they wind up selling it because it looks doesn't look pretty anymore. And I am more than happy to take those things that don't look pretty anymore at a very discounted rate and make them pretty again. I've bought a few pew pews that way from my late husband. Um, Went to the gun show, and this guy had a Ruger brand, or it was it was a Ruger 22, and he said he just didn't like it anymore.
How long since he cleaned the damn thing?
Well, I took my fingernail down at the opening of the barrel and did this and
Uh huh.
flaked. You know how that calcite was, I mean, that quartz
Yeah.
was flaking those, it flaked
Hmm.
off like that.
Oh my God.
He had never
Did he?
cleaned it.
Oh God.
And he was probably using the ammo from Walmart that came in a
Yeah. The
black box with a red target on it,
yeah the
because that was
cheapy
very,
stuff.
very dirty. And it was dirty, dirty, dirty ammunition. We didn't use that. And we bought one box of it one time.
Used
And
it and got rid of it. Yeah. Used a
yeah,
few
it
and got
was
rid of it.
causing everything to jam.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
so it was like, yeah, we won't be using that anymore. So I wound up getting the pew pews. They were, and I knew he had the paperwork with him. He hadn't had them a year. He had two of them. He had not had them a year. I got them for less than half price. I know where he bought them from. I took them up there to the guys and showed them. And they're like, that guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Well, some people are.
She goes, he's always bringing his stuff up here, and it's always the same thing. He doesn't clean them. He thinks they're like a self-cleaning oven or something. And I said, that's all right. He can be an idiot. He can keep buying stuff I want, and I'll be happy to take them off his hands.
Sands. Yeah. Hmm.
And for those who don't know, I am using straight white vinegar.
Even though the one looks a little more apple cidery now.
This was white vinegar, but I cleaned a lot of this quartz with it. And this quartz was coated in this yellowy
Orangey.
substance.
Yeah.
And that's what's in the bottom of it and everything. So,
Well, Terry, I hope you left you a few pairs of underwear out so that you have some, unless you're washing them every night and hanging them up to dry to use the next morning.
you don't need no draws. You can go commando until the move's over. It's okay. No one will know unless he tells them. No one will know.
And he showers 2 times a day, so that box is unpacked. Oh, isn't unpacked. Okay.
I think it isn't packed.
No, we're not going to do that to your typing, Terry.
I'll give the bottom a bath just for the sake of telling it it has a clean belly too.
When my daughter first moved, after 1 week, she said, and her husband was down here working, she said, Mom, can you come up and help me? She says, I'm unpacking, and she says, and I want to paint, because they had never repainted the inside of the house. And she says, and no offense, I do not like their colors. So I was up there for 3 weeks painting everything, including the ceilings of this house. Of course, that was,
Well, did you even have to use a step stool for that?
oh my God, yes.
I mean, you're tall.
Yeah. Oh, her ceilings? She's got a great room. Before the ceiling even curves to make, you know, to go up
Mm-hmm.
is 12 feet.
Ah,
So she's got over a 24-foot ceiling in the highest part.
is your daughter bougie?
No, but her husband is big, very tall, and kind of big.
You moved away from the mic.
No, it shifted on me. Um, that's the first house he walked into. That the house,
Didn't feel small.
yes, yes, and
I can understand that.
he looked out the backyard at the backyard and the property and the field and all that kind of stuff. And at the time they were selling it, they didn't have any animals. They got rid of all their animals. And Kelly liked the kitchen and the basic spaciousness. Robert liked how big the house was and everything. And he looked at that backyard and says, "Yeah, I want this." You know, he gave her the look without saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they made an offer and they got
That
it.
that we don't
Or,
want to look overexcited when we make this offer, so they don't counter.
yeah. Well, they tried to counter, but my son said, "No, that's all we can afford right now." And see, it had been up for sale for a while and had two other contracts on it that they blew one of them and the other people didn't qualify. And so they took the offer.
It's like we know you want to sell it. Just do it.
Yeah. So they did. And boy, did they make a good deal. Because the property was actually worth about 45. It was appraised at about $45,000 more than they paid for it.
Ew.
Yeah.
I have no. I don't know what this is, but it's coming out and it's gross.
Oh, yuck. Is your rock pooping?
I got that wet and it's just like, bam, coming off of it,
Ooh.
and it's hard stuff underneath it. Part of that matrix and all's underneath it.
Um, Terry says he'll take pictures when I've finally moved, but they'll be on Facebook. So I'll have the Facebook. We'll see them. LOL. Yeah. I think I I think I subbed to you, Terry.
Terry,
I
I'm
have.
going to have to show you how to do things on the YouTube without having enough subs to do that stuff on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Because using StreamYard, you can actually do stuff on YouTube that you're not supposed to be able to do. Okay, let me see if I can get some of this.
Duck out of there. This
Well,
is where you need that
the way I was
water
started
pick.
to say it would have sounded wrong. I was going to say clean the hole. You got a dirty hole.
It's called poop. The rock is pooping. Come on. Wait, give me a break. It was constipated. Okay.
It was something. I mean, look at all this stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Let's see if I got more of it. Yep.
This is where you need a water pick. Put it up on high and go flush that sucker out.
Well, that just broke a piece off. I put
Hmm.
pressure where I shouldn't have.
Hmm. Bad girl.
Oh well, could be worse. That's all I break off of it. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
One little rock.
Hmm. He says I can upload them. I use JPEG format, and my something don't do JO. I don't know what he meant there.
You need to put stuff over here.
Even he says even with the lights on, my typing sucks.
We figured that out, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
we try and read around it, Terry. Except when I can't figure out what you're saying. Ah, oh,
Some people try to use voice to text, and it's just as bad.
oh yeah.
My voice to text goes drunk.
Are you trying to say you're talking drunk to it?
Terry, I can take those JPEGs and turn them into a video, a slideshow.
Hmm.
Of course, you could too,
Just have to teach him how.
because that's what I did from my first video I uploaded here that has all the slideshow of stuff. That was a bunch of JPGs that I strung together into a slideshow. Oh, no, this stuff is nasty.
I'm gonna have to go to my eye doctor. I swear.
Is that eye still giving you trouble?
Oh yeah, big time.
Like more so than normal?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Terry's gonna take you up on that once he's moved.
All right. Yeah, I'll get you up and we'll set up a stream yard too. Because with StreamYard, you can actually go live on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
It's just hard keeping up with chats, but
Well, in StreamYard, it gives you the chats all in one place.
right.
And it would tell you which ones are Facebook.
But it's the YouTube ones you don't see in StreamYard.
Yes, you would see both.
Oh, that's right, you do.
The YouTube comes up with the little red thing with the arrow on it.
Yeah.
Twitch comes up different than that. When has Twitch on, her that one looks
Yeah.
different. And Facebook, I think, has an F on it.
Aha.
So you can actually be multi-platform streaming, and you know where the comments are coming from. And if you
Gotcha.
comment, I think if you comment in here, you wind up commenting to all platforms. Like if you're in the show and you comment, it comments to all
Mm-hmm.
platforms.
Gotcha. It won't let me join the chat so I can type. I do not know what my settings are on, but it just doesn't let me do it.
Well, from what I understand, it's convoluted of jumping between places when you do that anyway.
Figures.
I just bring it up on my computer. So I literally have, it's doing the video here, up here. Over here, I have StreamYard up so I can see it and control it. And then over there, I have YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
This one I think is kind of done now. And he has a clean spot where that gunky stuff was coming out. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't look like clean, but this is part of the matrix.
Yeah.
And this is fluorite here. So I've dug it out of all these places.
Yeah. Looks better.
And yeah, this is all the stuff that's different colors is all solid. It's not
It's not sandy, gritty
piece.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But that made him look prettier too.
Mm-hmm. Rats. The only one that didn't come up is the one you wanted the most, which is that green sucker.
Yeah. And that's the one he's over here. This is my other green one. And then I have this baby.
Yeah. But that one doesn't really need any cleaning.
Nope. He's kind of
Maybe a
real
little
clean
toothbrush.
and very
Yeah.
crystallized on this side. I'm just going to do him under regular water.
Yeah. Or just take a little the vinegar right now and just on the toothbrush brush over it and then rinse it off.
I don't think he even needs.
Yeah, Elizabeth, it is a nice green.
This is the one I was saying. It looks like green gel, a light green jello. You can see through it, like right here. You can see.
Yeah. You can see your finger in the background. Oh, well, she's supposed to go live tonight, but she hadn't posted it when I just looked about a minute ago.
She usually pops in. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that one. I bought that. I'm not a green person.
Oh, I am.
I don't
I
hate
like
green, but I don't love green.
I like green very much.
At one time, I had very little green in my collection, but then I ran into fluorite. Okay, Robbie introduced me to the beauty of
Meet a
fluorite.
fluorite. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't run into it. Robbie kind of, dangled it under your nose. Ah,
Yeah. I swear some of these things have never been cleaned since the initial spray wash. I should have rinsed
nope.
this out first from the last one because you can see all that crud that's
Yeah.
on the side,
Yeah.
like here.
Yeah.
That's all that
hmm
stuff I just got off of that other one.
hmm
Dump that in my vinegar water. Well, vinegar, it's not vinegar water, it's vinegar. One of the things vinegar is good for is vinegar will actually kill mold.
hmm
So if by chance one of my rocks had mold spores in it, putting them in vinegar is just going to. Okay, this one does not have one spot.
Terry says at least he'll be warm in the new place. He's freezing there.
Mm,
Is the landlord going to get heat in that house that you're moving out of, Terry?
not Terry's problem anymore.
I know, but I was just curious.
And it seems like they would have to.
You'd think so.
But we're talking US here.
Yeah.
In the US, they would never be able to rent that place out without
Heat. Yeah.
heat and air in it.
Hmm.
Air, yes, depending on where it is.
Actually, in Florida, you don't have to have heat either.
Really?
Mm-mm. Because way down here,
Oh, yeah.
hello, where I am, if I get 3 cold days in the winter, phew, I mean,
Okay, that one's.
I have leather jackets that I haven't worn in years. I had them when I was working, and of course, I traveled a lot. So, of course, they went with me. But now, it's a big joke. Oh, yeah, it looks refreshed and clean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he didn't have to have much done with him.
no,
That's
he just
basically
needs a
what I
little,
did with the one last night. The other one I had down here,
yeah,
and the only
the,
one left is this
yeah,
one. So,
Mr. Trouble. And that's going to be beautiful if you ever get it cleaned up.
mm-hmm. It is going to be the most gorgeous green.
Oh, so he owns the house next door and he didn't put heat in that one either. He doesn't have heat in that. Mm.
He's weird. So now my fingers are all wrinkly.
Oh, yeah.
And both of the vinegars, although this one is more clear, it also has a little bit of a yellow tint, which you probably can't see.
Yeah, you
This one
can
is more
barely.
orange tint.
Yeah. He has 2 hoodies on right now. Oh, God, Terry.
I don't know. Maybe it did help some.
Hi, Lori Nye.
It's looking spotty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So I'm wondering if it did help.
It did help because that was more on there.
Yep, he's going back in for another day. I think it did do help.
I think it did too.
But this is one of my more unique fluorites, being the
Yeah,
one that's classified as a black fluorite.
hmm yeah, that orangey, reddy, whatever spot that is in there that pops up when the light hits it correctly.
Back
It's on
here.
both sides. It's on the other side too.
Yeah, it's not,
Because it's
but that side it's really big. And then on this side, it has this calcite deposit. It looks like calcite deposit.
over where your left hand is, up in there someplace when the light hits it right. No, it's you can see one spot because I saw it before and now I can't see it. And it was there. Oops. But it's over in that
By which
way
finger?
left side. Way left side. Yeah, over in there.
Oh, this is left
And the
side.
light has yeah, the light has to hit it just right and it pops up a little reddish orangey kind of. And I can't figure out because I saw it. It flashed at me. Hello. Wasn't in decent exposure either.
I think Marsha's losing it.
Oh, she already lost it. But that's okay.
But he's got a little spot right here, a little white spot here,
Mm-hmm.
and got the big one here. But this one, I'm going to have to figure out how to put a really bright, concentrated light under it to make the hi Lori, because just by this light doesn't penetrate
Yeah.
it.
No.
But when I bring it over here and I put the light up against it, oh, there you can see the purple right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is a white light, but that is the color of this. It is that
Deeper purple.
purple,
It's almost like black.
that it is such a dark, dark purple that it comes off
Lori
as.
Nye says she has a ton of tiny garnets. How do you clean them?
I don't know. I would have to Google it.
Yeah, we've been Googling.
Let me pull up a little bit. No. That way I can show more stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the roof on this one because he's so ugly anyway in there. Today was a party. You noticed I said fluorite and more?
Yeah.
This was and more.
Your crystal.
So, mm-hmm.
But you did clean up that crystal nice. It cleaned up a whole bunch, actually.
Oh, no, that's the wrong way.
There we go.
So,
Yeah.
but you see that yellow that's in there?
Yeah.
There was a lot more of that.
Oh,
And
yeah, and black. That black was terrible.
the black that's in the grooves was actually completely encompassing over some of these crystals. They were completely covered. Like you see in here, there's some in there. That it was completely encompassing the entire crystal. And I sat here doing this. And just like that, it starts coming off.
Watch out, you're going to lodge another crystal loose.
Actually, that side's not the one I was worried about. It was the other side. I didn't even realize I'd skipped this whole section.
Oh, dear.
But what can I say? I mean, it's just like this stuff just comes off of it.
Oh, Terry.
What?
Oh.
That's all right. Terry didn't want me making him anything anyway.
Yeah, that's shoulder or, yeah, crossover
Mm-hmm.
bag. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Terry put himself in the doghouse.
Twice the price,
Mm-hmm.
double the price. But see, that stuff flakes off like this. Just
Yeah.
crud just oozes off of it.
He says not at the moment. In other words, he can't afford it since this move.
I know he can't afford anything. Well, I've got to get some commissions done anyway before I can even think about getting there.
Yeah.
So by the time I catch up on my commissions and can do it, give you the price on it, and you'll have recovered from the move.
Hopefully, yeah. Because most places you got to have first, last, and security, and that's a chunk of change.
I don't know what they got to have over there though.
I don't know. Yeah.
Terry, what is it? What do you have to do to get into a place over there? Because like here, you have to have the first month's rent and the last month's rent and a security deposit. Do you have to do that over there as well, or is it easier? Like, yes, I'll pay my damn rent, give me a place to live, and they give you a place to live.
He says he can't even buy pretties right now. Yeah. Yeah, if you've got a. And then if you have. You got to change your electric here. So that means if you haven't had an electric account before.
Yep, you got to get one.
Yeah, which costs you a down payment on that. At
Yep.
least in Florida it does. He says you do basically have to pay that, but he doesn't. Lucky. Okay, because he's on some kind of a, a group
Retirement.
retirement thing, so that he doesn't. Oh, yeah.
He got old and retired, so they help him get it done. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Not about the retirement thing, because yes, Terry is retired, but old is in your head.
All my are being downly.
Do what?
I don't. Oh, all of his are being done. I think he meant.
So I guess they help retired people different than unretired people.
I assume. Wouldn't it be nice if they did that in the U.S.? Not a chance.
No, over here in the U.S., when you retire, people tell you how you're living off the system and taking money out of the system. Everybody forgets how much you paid into the system all the years that you worked.
66 enacted 30. And Act 30. Yeah, well, the problem is you can act it, but your body doesn't want to do it at 30. Your body says, you're nuttier than a fruitcake.
Marcia does not act her age.
No, I don't. But it's starting to show up in some areas, especially this. I wish I knew what was going on with his eyeball.
Her body is like, can you at least act 60? Okay? Come on, act 60 at least.
What? Yeah, I would be happy if it told me to go at 60. My problem is I'm trying to still be in my 40s, which is ridiculous.
Yes, and your body wants you to behave at least 60.
Yeah.
Okay, now I cleaned up that one spot, see?
Terry says I'll get the pension here next year.
Ah. Oh, so in addition to getting your regular retirement pay, you get the pension too? Is that how that works? I don't know.
I don't either.
All I know is if I'd work until I'm 70, I get twice as much Social Security as I would get if I retired at 62.
Yep.
Which still comes out to about half what I actually make.
Um. Hi, DRD. Actually, she said, "Hi, Tori. Those crystals are beautiful. Why do you clean them? So they look pretty."
This one, you see this stuff that's in here, these dark spots? They had stuff like this. Let me see if I can get like this stuff here. That was like up the crystals to here. Some of the crystals were completely covered in this black substance. I actually cleaned most of these off, but left some of the black substance in here. Um, so I could talk about it, I guess. I don't know.
Don't
Actually,
don't
because
be. You're gonna knock that piece off and
no,
one.
there's a loose piece of black goo in there.
Oh, well, flush it out with your sprinkler upstairs. Your
Yeah, the black
thing.
goo stuff was pretty much covering all these crystals here, and either that or it was this red colored stuff, reddish orange colored stuff. And
Looks like
so,
Georgia dirt.
you know, this didn't come from Georgia. I've been doing like this and cleaning it off. And I'm not really putting a lot of pressure on there. I'm literally no different than doing it like that on my thumb. And I'm doing that so I can have some more clarity in it. So I will go upstairs and clean this under the sink with some high pressured water and get the vinegar off of it completely. And then this one, I will probably give it a window cleaner,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of spritz of window cleaner. And
DRD said that one you're holding is beautiful.
yes, and I knew that with a little cleaning, it would go from being a that's a cute crystal to being a that's beautiful.
Yeah.
and it is not disappointed. I know it still has residue on it because, like, this crystal here, I think is going to be almost crystal clear.
Yeah.
Some of these, they look like they have a cloudy residue on them from the vinegar, and I think once I go through and wash them and use some Windex on them, I'm going to have some really clear crystals in here. And I
Right.
liked it because, to me, if you think of each crystal was a tall building, it's like the aftermath of a war.
Yeah.
It's, you know, buildings are all laid over everywhere, and that's, my brain just functions that way. So, but that's my quartz, one of my quartz. That's my little quartz. And then these are all fluorite. And this fluorite is being stubborn and has to sit face down in the vinegar as punishment because he has not come clean yet. He's coming clean. He's better. Francis,
Yeah. Who knows how to act?
never been
Never
this
been
age
this age
before.
before. Yeah. Mhm.
Love it.
I agree with that statement. Haven't been this age before. How do I know how to act?
Yes. This one actually has um, some that are double points. They start at one side and they go to the other, and but they're grown into each other. Some of them, like this one here, it has a point on this end and a point on this end. So that's a double pointed crystal that's connected in there. I'm not going to dislodge it. I've already dislodged a couple of them that were
Yeah.
double pointed crystals, and they're beautiful. Let me see. This is the larger of the two.
Oh, here.
That's a little double pointed crystal that come off of it. And then there's one in here that's T90 that also came off of it. Here, put the T90 one next to this one. You can see the T90 little double pointed one here. And then the bigger one here. And these will go into my skull. I don't throw pieces away like this, even if it comes down to it being almost like dust. Um, I have a skull and a clear, it's an old whiskey bottle. It's a skull. And I basically just take everything and put it in there. I just need to find something to get these upstairs in. So I was looking, I don't even have a little Ziploc. I might have to take one of my drawers upstairs. There. So that's the pieces that came out while I was cleaning. That's all that I lost while cleaning. That's not bad. This being the biggest one. 1 cube of fluorite. Oops, not in the right spot. 1 cube of fluorite came off. That's it. I got a little piece of the black fluorite that came loose. But not a lot of stuff came off of them. My skull was almost full, so that's a good thing. I had a lot of dyed quartz pieces. I mean, not dyed quartz, dyed agate pieces, small little bitty tumbles, and I sprinkled those in there. I threw some amethyst and citrine small pieces. I had some just really small pieces. Yes, this is clear quartz. This is a clear quartz. Um, but yes, most of your quartz will come out like that. So amethyst, citrine, smoky quartz, your clear quartz. I buy some of my crystals from Robbie at Get Swamped. I get some of them from Lisa and Kendra at Two Leaves in a Pod. Those are my primary sources of rocks, crystals, and gems because I know I can trust them. And the other place I get them is on Instagram. There's someone that goes by the Gem Guy. I think that's the right one. It's just the Gem Guy, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Hang on, I'll
Can I
look.
close my Insta?
Okay. Okay. The Gem Club. And hang on. The Gem Club. And come on. I'm still looking. The Gem Guy. The underline Gem underline Guy.
Because I am part of the Gem Club.
Hmm. I quit. And
What
it's
you
not because they weren't pretty, because I was just getting so many duplicates. And I'm only interested now in things I don't have.
Ah.
I got duplicates, triplicates, quadruplicates, etc. No. From now on, it's just stuff I don't have. Unless it's something so pretty I can't resist it.
Oh, Hannah, if they have another one of those spheres, I was not joking about that. I am definitely interested in it, especially at that price.
Mm-hmm.
I think Marcia is too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Samantha said she was. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's not where.
Take Tori's take Tori's email with you. Put it in your phone. Take pictures and yeah. Did
Terry,
she
they
say?
won't forward your email. I mean, forward your mail. Okay, Lisa is going on at 10 o'clock.
Oh, she finally put it up, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Welcome back, CPR.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, don't mind me.
I don't know how you'd stay monetized, honey. You can't stop singing and you get killed every time.
They're evidently still talking smack about Lisa's channel and
Of
saying
course.
that her channel is locked or
Oh,
frozen.
that's cute.
Someone's like, "I'm glad you're going on since there's grumbles going around saying your channel is frozen."
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth was singing the same song, the Welcome Back
Yeah, when
Cotter song.
someone says, "Well, I'm back," I mean, what else do you say other than "No, go away"? But I don't want Phil to go away because I actually like Phil.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name, Phil? Yeah, they keep saying that Lisa's channel is that Two Lees in a Pod's channel is frozen, and it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't look frozen to me, Phil says. Mhm. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna pet my babies. This one is still so clear.
Oh, Richard Goodall. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
He's up.
that guy. Oh my gosh, he can sing.
Terry says, don't sing, Tori, just hammer.
Smart butt.
Yeah.
You know him? Yeah, he can. The first time I heard him sing, he sang that Journey song, "Don't Stop Believing," and that was in his audition. And sometimes you see the things, and it's like, this is just as good as the original, and it's not. And then so I clicked on it anyway because I'm glutton for punishment. And when the guy started singing, it was like, wow.
Hmm. Phil knows him. Fantastic, Phil.
I hope that, and you know what? I hope he goes far. I am pretty sure he's getting a recording contract. Win, lose, or draw, he is getting a recording contract.
If he doesn't, they're crazy.
If he's going up to the finals, Simon's going to have him. He will have he will be signed.
With something. Or he will be assisted in some way, that's for sure.
Drums the leather. Samantha, you were the one wanting the other another a sphere like Hannah has, weren't you? You see it now. I'm gonna be getting up at 3 o'clock in the freaking morning just so Hannah can send me messages with pictures and say, "Look
Yeah,
at what I
right.
can get you. You want this one?"
Yeah. And then you'll have to call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Marcia, you want one too?
No, I'm just gonna say Marcia wants one too.
Okay.
Get one for Diana too.
Yeah,
Hadn't seen anything like that before. Get one for Diana.
right.
We'll get
He
it.
sings in a
She'll get it.
cover band, but he is a janitor in a middle school and sings
Yeah.
for the kids there all the time. Oh,
Yep. And the kids told him that he needed to try out.
yeah.
So he did. First time getting on an airplane.
Jeez.
Yeah. First time getting on an airplane. He went ahead and did it to go there.
Hmm.
I'm going to tell you what. My counter smells like vinegar now. Good thing I can take the tape off and start over.
Yeah. Well, you did say it had to get done anyway.
Oh yeah, it's time for it too. I finished that project. And usually that's what I do is when I finish a project, I start over.
Oh, she said, Tori, the September one is later, 7 to 9 p.m., but the November one, which is the one she thinks she can go to, will be 11 to 4 p.m., 11
Okay.
a.m. to 4 p.m.
What time is it for you right now?
She's, I think, 5 hours.
Because it's 9:25 p.m. here. Is it 2:25 for you? Is it 2:25 in the morning for you, Hannah? No, Terry, your name's not Hannah. Yes, it's 2:26 there, so 5 hours different. So if it's at 11 o'clock in the morning, that's 4 o'clock in the. Oh wait, no, I got to go backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be up
11,
anyway
10, 9, 8, 6 o'clock.
in the evening. No, in the morning.
Mm-hmm. In the
In the
morning.
evening. No.
Yeah. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Because it'll be 6 in the morning for her, for you, 11 for her.
what day is that?
She doesn't know the date. She just says November sometime.
I thought she said November. No, she said the date for November.
No, she
I
didn't.
think
She
she said
said
it was like the 23rd or something.
no, that she said that September was the 27th, but there's one in November. Oh, 20 she did, 23rd of November. Take that back.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
sorry.
I'm
Apologize.
supposed to be in Florida that day.
Oh dear.
Because that's the day after Robbie's birthday, the day after my anniversary.
Oh yeah. Well, then you're just gonna have to get up.
It is a Saturday, so I could just stay up all night
Yeah. What else is? If
and
you're in
sleep all day.
Florida at Two Leaves, you probably will be up all night, especially if things are still happening. Okay. We've got 33 minutes till Lisa comes on.
Fine.
So start your little
Yeah, I guess I'll start my spiel and then I'll take all this
s-
stuff upstairs and rinse it off and
and do a bio break and get yourself a cup of coffee and
something.
yeah.
I appreciate everybody coming in. If you have not done so, please take the time, smash that thumbs up. It helps me it with the algorithms and everything. Obviously you're commenting on here. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please do. Hit the bell for the all notifications so that you can be notified when I'm going live. I do more than just rocks, obviously. I make stuff out of dead animal skin. Next up is going to be a skull I'm going to work on. And that will be on Saturday. Because today is Thursday, right?
Mhm. All day.
And Friday is I don't go live on Friday.
No.
So what we do is when we leave here, we will go over to
Two leaves.
dude, I just copied the wrong thing.
Oh
We
dear.
will pop on over to Two Leaves in a Pod. Two Leaves in a Pod normally goes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays is normally the sales day when she has stuff to sell. We will see if she has anything today. She was hoping to get her stuff in. And then she does a lot of news, dispelling some dramas, throwing the facts out there. Some people can't handle the facts, but that's beside the point. Lots of research going on with finding legal documentation to support everything being said. So go over there, subscribe, give her a thumbs up, watch her videos, hang out. I'll be over there. So yeah, and she usually goes on between 9:30 and 10. All my times are Eastern Standard Time. But she does some amazing work with resin. So she sells some amazing resin pieces, and she also does rocks, crystals, and gems that are affordable. And on Wednesdays and currently Saturdays until Christmas, you can pop over to Elizabeth's Handmade Jewelry and see if she has something going on that you're interested in. She goes on at 8:30. And on the last Wednesday of the month, she does her dollar sale. On Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find us over hanging out at Get Swamped, where Robbie, Z, and whoever's volunteering and hanging out at that day will give a rundown of what's been going on at the farm. What are the new acquisitions? What kind of animals did he get? What did he name them? What kind of construction's going on? What's the progress on crocodile eggs? Are the pigs
Oh,
pregnant?
we heard a few of them the other night.
Yeah. And, are there any new gator calls? And what happened with the last gator from the gator call? You find out all the things. And then Robbie goes over his mail. If anyone sent him anything, he does open that up online and um, is open about that, shows what people gives, tells people that he appreciates them because he does. Um, and then Mimi's mom, Kim, will send over an envelope of questions. And so often when he remembers to have them with him, he will open them up and go over those, unless he got a gator call right before he was supposed to get everything ready. Uh, that has happened. So he goes on late. We're understanding. But he'll read off those questions and answer them to the best of his ability. If he doesn't have pre written down questions, he often opens it up to the chat and lets the chat ask questions. He again answers them to the best of his ability. And we joke about him being late and stuff like that. But the reality is, we tolerate that and have no problem with that because Robbie is, he's a gator man. He does emergency gator calls and nuisance gator calls. And he is one of the few that um, doesn't kill the gator for being a gator and doesn't euthanize it and sell it off for money. He tries to take a gator. Every gator he captures, he tries to keep it alive. Anything under 4 feet, he relocates it
The river.
to the river, where it can live out a long, healthy life. Hopefully, the ones that are over 4 feet legally cannot be released back out into the wild. So he has a choice of either euthanizing it or finding it a private home. So Get Swamped has its private home. And Robbie takes the gators home unless they're over a certain size. And then he usually takes them down to Gatorland because they like the big, beefy gators.
Oh, do they?
They also have the land for it and the ponds for it. But he releases as many as possible back into his pond.
And they like 'em with Toot over there too. He's delivered a few Tootie gators lately.
Yeah, home, homie D,
Homie D, yeah, had definitely had Toot.
and little D, little Debbie's
And
Debbie
and
cake.
little Debbie's, yep, little Debbie
Yeah,
cakes,
he
yeah,
was a spicy one too.
yep,
So
mm-hmm.
he gets some over there, and he takes some of them down there. He keeps as many as he can. He only euthanizes them if he absolutely has to, and that's when he cannot catch them when he's there. He has to set bait for them. If he has to set bait, the chances of them swallowing the hook it's a high probability. 95% of the times they're going to chomp that meat, swallow the hook, and it's going to tear up their insides so they can't be salvaged. And so what he does is he euthanizes them, and he gives away the meat to families that need meat, low income families that need meat in their diet or more meat in their diet than they can afford. He gives stuff away. Um, he might trade and stuff like that for the hide and the skull and stuff like that, but he does not do the nuisance gator trapping to make money. The reality is, on these gators, like the ones he took down to Gatorland, those 10-footers, Robbie could have made a couple of $1,000s off of them as a nuisance
Mm.
gator trapper legally. He could have euthanized them, sold the meat, sold the skin, and sold the bones, and made quite a bit of money off of it. And he chooses not to do that. So he does his sales on Fridays to sell his rocks, crystals, and gems anywhere from $5 up to over $1,000, depending on the quality of it and what he has
And what it is.
and what it is. And the proceeds from that are how he's able to not have to euthanize these gators and sell them. That's what, and Mimi and Chris work at a butcher shop, and they're allowed to take all the stuff they would normally just throw away, the slop, the scraps of meat and stuff like that, or meat that turned, it went bad. They're allowed to take all that over to Robbie for disposal, which means they don't have to pay as much to get their dumpster emptied. So it's a win-win situation. And all that food, the gators eat it up. And, if there's roadkill, Robbie will get called to come pick it up, or someone will, Robbie, I'm bringing it to you.
And they'll drop it off at the gate. Yeah.
Dead deer coming to your gate, and he'll take it and he'll feed it to the gators and crocodiles. And between that and people's generosity, he does have a 501c3. It's Animal Crossings, that you can donate to. And if you donate the right way, then you can get a tax write-off on that. He will give you your tax paperwork for that. But he is a 501c3 now. Get Swamped is not a 501c3. Animal Crossings is. Get Swamped is the property.
Yeah.
Owns the property type thing. So, we support that. We buy rocks, crystals, and gems from Robbie. And the money that he gets from that, after he takes out his cost and everything, winds up taking care of the animals.
Yep.
He's paid himself back, and he takes back a certain percent to be able to buy more. He has to be able to buy more to keep it going. And so, yeah, we support the animals like that. And other than that, people that like to hang out and do things online, there is Stacy. Hi, Tessa. Stacy, NAT, which is Northern Aurora Treasures, has been offline, not on her channel doing lives for a while, because she's been having fun camping and stuff like that when she's not working. But she will go on and sell some rocks, crystals, gems, some amazing 3D printed stuff that her husband does. Some jewelry, some of it's handmade jewelry, some of it's some she acquired elsewhere. She sometimes can get the oysters with the pearls in them. I've gotten some very pretty pearls from her. She sells, she'll do a mystery bag, and you pay X number of dollars for it. I've bought 2 of them. I've absolutely never been disappointed. Every time, what's in the bag is valued far more than what I paid for the bag. So I love going over there. Stacy has been camping. I know she said that it was time for her to bring the camper and all home, because it's the end of season.
She doesn't want to give it up, but she's gotta.
And often going online with Stacy, you can find Flutter Yo. Flutter Yo does a lot of fishing videos. She might be fishing on a pier, fishing in her kayak, fishing in the ice shack. She also does some where she walks around and finds rocks like Euperlites, because she happens to be in the home of Euperlites. So she will find some amazing rocks. She's also found some raw copper in her area, and jadeite and stuff like that. So it's I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Jadeite? No.
I think
it was a red jasper and
red
hematite.
Yeah.
Jasperite or something like that. Jasperite, something like that. But it's cool stuff. And that's local to her area that she's gotten. So it's kind of cool. So we go and watch her. And she does other videos as well. Everybody just about does unboxing videos of one kind or another.
Except me, because mine aren't unboxed. We'll not talk about that.
And then you got Diana over there that collects spheres. Are her preference. So we refer to her as Miss Balls Lady. I have no preference. I like things. I like pretty things. So she does a lot of unboxing videos. And as you've seen in the chat here, Terry does miniatures, cars, boats, figurines, dioramas, and stuff like that. So far, he's been posting everything over on Facebook. Right now, he's in the middle of a move, so you'll see videos of his move or pictures of his move. But we are going to get him moving and getting him doing stuff on the tube as well. So go ahead over there and subscribe to him, because I'm going to hook him up with the StreamYard after he gets moved and settled. I'm gonna get with him and we're gonna hook him up on StreamYard so that he can do lives to both places at the same time and do that. And Phil just got his new little scooter, collapsible scooter to get around on, his new power chair. So hopefully he'll be able to do some more videos as he zooms around town at 4 miles an hour, which is kind of cool. I can't hardly see it. Hold on, White Indo. Let me look at your channel. Go to channel because my eyeballs are failing me. Oh, nice one. That's a nice dino. Nice dino there. It's from the video game Jurassic World Alive. That's cool. So now I have only 15 minutes to get myself upstairs, rinse these crystals off, and get back down here. So I appreciate you all again. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you again. I will be back on Saturday. And Saturday, I will probably go on a little bit longer or a little bit earlier in the day if I'm able to get to the store to do what I need to do. One of the things I need to do, which I might start doing tomorrow, was cleaning the stuff off this table so that I can put the new board on it. I've got to take everything off completely, naked table, put a new board down that I have. It's a 3/4 inch thick, and I'm going to bolt it to the table and then put my cutting boards on it. And it'll make it, because I'm going to extend it out that side a little bit, I will be able to put my shelf back up, which means that I'll be a happy camper because I'll have my shelf back up, which means my computer stuff that's sitting right here will actually be up on the shelf. And then I can have my stuff that I need for my computer work here instead of sitting it over here next to me, which means I can open up the space next to me so I can use more of my table at one time. So yeah, that's a whole process thing. But I also have some 2 cabinets with drawers over here, and I have a shelf that goes over here that I have not yet put up. But once I put that shelf up, I'll be able to put that shelf up, and I'll be able to start filling these cabinets and create myself a happier workspace. So thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate it very much. No, Terry, I have not done that yet, but I am going to. I think I might do it this weekend. It's a matter of having the energy to do the work that needs to be done with that. It's a lot. You don't understand when that shelf fell in the way I grabbed things. Nothing. I have to resort everything that was sorted. I had everything sorted out on the table and on the shelf. I had things sorted out and organized, and that just totally went
Out
berserk.
the window. Yeah.
The only thing that didn't get totally messed up and shuffled around was my computer, because I grabbed it in midair. So
Otherwise, it might have been all around the room too.
I would have killed it. And it's an Alienware. People that know computers know Alienwares are not cheap computers. I love my Alienware computers though. I've bought 3 of them so far for myself. I need to see if my old one still functions okay, because I might bring it down here to use as well. So I can do more things. So I'm going to be running upstairs for a minute. I need to go let Lisa know. So I will bid you all farewell. I hope I do get to see you over at 2 Lees in a Pod at 10 p.m. And Robbie's tomorrow at 7:30 at Get Swamped. If you haven't been watching his videos on the Gator Cat, on the e-Gator calls, you really need to. So I hope you all have a good day. A good evening tomorrow, or good day tomorrow, good evening tonight, good day tomorrow, and a fabulous weekend to come. And I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.
Bye, y'all.